Most people don't know what the fuck they're smoking, okay? Just because you have a good plug who's trying to sell you a $30 eighth that he has held on to for like a pound for like 6 months, the shit you're getting is like about ready to go mold, and he's just giving you a great deal because he wants to get rid of it. Most plugs are not stacked like they were before legalization happened. Most people aren't even plugs. They call themselves that, and they don't even have more than a pound laying around. So that's one thing. Most of you think that buying cheap weed or $10, $30 or whatever is a good deal, but most of that weed that you're buying is not lab tested. Nobody has any clue of what percentage THC has. You yourself are not looking at the weed with a magnifying glass or under a microscope to see what color are the trichomes. Are they more amber? Are they more translucent, clear, foggy, glassy? All of that depends on the maturity and the aging of that plant. How long it was dried for. When was it cut? Was it cut too early, too late? All of those things matter, but most of you don't have any idea to even look for that. Okay, you look at how the bud looks. You can take a bud and trim it to make it look nice and clean, which doesn't mean that it's any better. The real test is by doing a lab test, looking at it under a microscope, then of course by consuming it, right? But here's the thing, most of you are so used to consuming such a cheap high, for you anything is good. When you live in California and you have dispensaries everywhere, it creates a lot more competition, and that means there has to be better and better product. What we call top shelf, for all you people that are not in California who think they're buying top shelf, we call top shelf bottom here. All right, we don't even consider that to be the top shelf. A great eighth of weed costs here about $60 to $70, and it comes with a print of all the different cannabinoids that it has, the levels and percentages of them, when it was cultivated, when it was harvested, when it was packaged, and when it was brought to you, and it tells you how fresh it actually is. And even then, when I bring it home, I still look at it sometimes through a magnifying glass to just check, is this really good? And of course, you know, consuming it is the real test. But most people have no clue what they're consuming, and they think just because they got a good deal for $10, $20, $30, $40, or they bought a zip for $100, bro, you're living in 2017. You're nobody out here is giving you great stuff for that price. And if you are still getting it and you think you have the most fire shit there, I got news for you, son. You don't.